Two powerhouses, one ring. Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre have fought some of the toughest battles in recent WWE history. On TV, they look like bitter enemies. But are they really rivals in real life too? Let's reveal the truth behind the tribal chief and the Scottish warrior. Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre stand tall as two of the biggest and most dominant names in modern WWE. Roman Reigns, known to millions as the head of the table and the tribal chief, has redefined what it means to be a world champion in this era. For years now, he has ruled the Universal Championship scene with an iron grip, defeating challenger after challenger and building an aura of invincibility around himself and his family's dynasty, the Bloodline. His confidence, presence, and ruthless attitude make him one of the most compelling figures WWE has ever seen. On the other side is Drew McIntyre, the proud and fearless Scottish warrior. Drew's journey is one of WWE's greatest comeback stories. Once dubbed the Chosen One early in his career, he was released, fought his way back through the independent wrestling scene, and returned to WWE stronger than ever. When the world shut down during the pandemic, Drew McIntyre stepped up to carry WWE on his broad shoulders at a time when there were no crowds to cheer him on. He won the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 36 in an empty arena, giving fans watching from home a hero to believe in when they needed it most. His passion, grit, and resilience have earned him the respect of fans and fellow superstars alike. Whenever Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre stand across the ring from each other, you can feel the tension in the air. Their clashes feel intense and personal, like two warriors determined to prove who truly deserves to sit at the top of WWE's mountain. Their promos cut deep, Roman taunting Drew's failures, Drew firing back with raw emotion and promises to dethrone the self-proclaimed tribal chief. When they finally collide, the matches are hard-hitting, brutal, and dramatic, leaving the audience on the edge of their seats from the opening bell to the final 3 count. It's the perfect illusion, two larger-than-life athletes locked in a battle for supremacy, making fans believe they truly despise each other. But as is always the case in WWE, this is where the line between reality and entertainment blurs. Behind the fierce stare-downs and the punishing spears and claymores, there's a level of respect and professionalism that holds it all together. Roman and Drew understand that their rivalry is more than just about gold and bragging rights. It's about giving the fans moments they'll never forget, about telling stories that stir emotions and bring people together week after week. In the end, what happens in the ring is pure sports entertainment at its best. Carefully crafted drama performed by athletes who trust each other to deliver an unforgettable show. So the next time you see Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre trade insults or beat each other down in a no-holds-barred match, remember that they're doing it for one reason: to keep us thrilled, to keep us talking, and to remind us why WWE is unlike anything else in the world. So, what really goes on behind the curtain when the cameras stop rolling and the arena lights dim? The truth is that Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre share a tremendous amount of respect for each other as both performers and professionals. Despite all the fierce rivalries and bitter words fans see on TV, these two top superstars know exactly what the other brings to the table, and they appreciate it more than anyone watching might realize. Over the years, both Roman and Drew have spoken openly in interviews about how much they push each other to reach new heights. For Drew McIntyre, Roman represents the gold standard, a man who has carried the company on his back, led the locker room through challenging times, and reinvented himself as one of the most dominant champions of this generation. Drew has often praised Roman's transformation into the tribal chief, calling him a true leader who inspires the entire roster to level up and deliver their absolute best every single night. Roman, in turn, has given Drew his due credit as well. He has publicly acknowledged that Drew is not just another name on the roster. He's one of the strongest, toughest, and most committed athletes WWE has today. Roman knows that when he steps into the ring with Drew, he's going to get a real fight. the kind that tests him physically and mentally, and the kind that makes every match unforgettable for the fans. Their battles are intense for a reason. Both men trust each other completely inside the squared circle. They understand that their matches need to look brutal and real enough to keep the audience hooked, but at the same time, they have to protect each other's bodies from serious harm. This level of trust doesn't come overnight. It's built over years of working together, sharing the ring, and learning exactly how the other moves and thinks. When you watch Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre trading bone-crushing spears and thunderous claymores, it's easy to believe they want to tear each other apart. But the reality is, they're doing everything they can to keep each other safe while delivering a show that feels raw and genuine. That's the art of professional wrestling, making every moment look real, while backstage there's a handshake and a nod of respect for a job well done. In the end, that mutual respect is what allows Roman and Drew to keep raising the bar. They know that when they face off, they're not just performing for themselves. They're pushing each other to be better, to work harder, and to give the fans moments they'll talk about for years to come. WWE superstars live a life that few people outside the wrestling world can truly understand. They're on the road for over 300 days a year, traveling from one city to the next, performing in packed arenas night after night. This relentless schedule means they spend more time with each other than they do with their own families. Over time, the people they share this journey with become more than just co-workers. They become like a second family. Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre are a perfect example of this bond. They might not be best friends who text each other every day or hang out every weekend, but they share a professional relationship built on trust, respect, and countless hours spent side by side. They see each other in the gym early in the morning, backstage before shows, and on the long bus rides and flights between cities. They share locker rooms, swap stories, and trade advice about matches and promos. Whenever they're booked together for big media tours, charity visits, or community outreach events, they show up as a united front representing WWE to the world. Whether it's visiting children's hospitals, appearing at press conferences, or talking to reporters before a major pay-per-view, both Roman and Drew understand the responsibility they carry as two of the company's top stars. They know that every interview, every handshake, every fan interaction helps grow WWE's global reach and keeps the company thriving for future generations. This connection goes beyond the spotlight and the roar of the crowd. It's a brotherhood shaped by shared sacrifices and the unique challenges that come with life on the road. Long flights, late nights, injuries, and the constant pressure to stay at the top. Only someone who's walked that same path truly understands what it takes. That's why Roman and Drew, despite being rivals in the ring, stand together outside of it as colleagues who respect what the other has achieved. At the end of the day, they have the same mission: to make WWE bigger and better than ever. They both want to inspire the next generation, entertain millions of fans around the world, and leave the company stronger than they found it. It's not just about winning titles or stealing the spotlight. It's about protecting something they love and giving back to the business that gave them everything. In the end, it's this unspoken bond, a brotherhood built on trust, respect, and a shared love for what they do, that keeps WWE's heartbeat strong year after year. Rivalries like Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre are a perfect example of why WWE remains one of the most exciting forms of entertainment in the world. When two larger-than-life superstars collide in the ring, it's not just a fight, it's an event. Fans from all over the globe tune in, buy tickets, and pack arenas just to witness these clashes of titans. The promise of seeing two dominant forces go head-to-head creates an electric buzz that no other sport or show can replicate. These rivalries are the lifeblood of WWE. They give fans heroes to cheer for and villains to boo. They spark debates among friends, fill social media feeds with highlights and promos, and keep people talking long after the final bell rings. When Roman and Drew face off, it feels bigger than a match. It feels like a battle for supremacy, pride, and legacy. Every stare down, every promo, every near-fall adds to the larger story that keeps audiences coming back for more. But what many people don't see is what happens when the lights go down and the cameras stop rolling. Once the final 3 count echoes through the arena and the roar of the crowd fades, these superstars are no longer rivals. They're partners working together to make the next show even better. Backstage, Roman and Drew will often shake hands, share a few words of praise or constructive advice, and discuss what worked well and what they could push even further next time. This behind-the-scenes teamwork is what makes WWE so unique. The intense battles and heated promos may feel real in the moment, and that's the magic. But underneath it all is a foundation of mutual trust and respect. Without that trust, these high-impact matches wouldn't be possible. Roman knows Drew will protect him during a brutal Claymore kick, and Drew knows Roman will deliver a spear that looks devastating but keeps him safe. Together, they craft moments that live on in highlight reels, documentaries, and fans' memories for years to come. If you take away these rivalries, WWE would lose its spark. The big clashes, the bitter trash talk, the shocking twists, they're what make WWE feel larger than life. They give the fans reasons to tune in every week, buy tickets for massive events, and dream about what might happen next. So the next time you see Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre stare each other down in the middle of the ring, remember, it's not just about two men fighting. It's about creating moments that make WWE feel epic, dramatic, and unforgettable. And when the show ends, they're already planning how to raise the bar even higher for the next time they meet. So, are Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre really enemies? In the ring, yes, that's their job. In real life, they're respectful, supportive coworkers who share the same passion for wrestling. Asterisk, who do you support? The tribal chief or the Scottish warrior? Drop your answer in the comments. Smash the like button if you learned something new today. Don't forget to subscribe for more WWE secrets, rivalries, and behind-the-scenes stories. See you in the next video. Asterisk.